Hello, I wanted to provide you with a quick update in regards to my hearing aid journey. I've been wearing hearing aids now for just under 30 days. The pair of hearing aids that I purchased through my audiologist come with a 30-day trial period. In the 30 days, I can either exchange the hearing aids for a different style, I can exchange for a different manufacturer, or I can just return them. However, I would lose out on a restocking fee. I decided I was going to keep these hearing aids. I only had a couple items of concern. One was the right hearing aid was causing a lot of irritation and it was starting to become uncomfortable. And I was like, wow, I'm going to have to deal with this now. This just does not feel right. And so I mentioned that to the audiologist and she looked at it and she took it out and she said that the receiver wire seems to be a tad bit too long. I'm going to change that out. Changed it out to a little shorter receiver wire, and that made a big difference. The other issue I had was, and it's a programming change she had to make to my hearing aids, was at a birthday party, very loud environment, a lot of conversations going on, live music in the background. And in the past, if I walked in there and I didn't have hearing aids on, I would struggle to hear those conversations. There'd be too much background noise. I just could not focus in on a conversation, and or I couldn't hear our waitstaff coming up to ask me what my order would be. So I struggled there. I did not struggle this time with the hearing aids on, which was a great thing. However, had a little struggle with the conversation directly across from me. And I tried all the different settings on the phone. I made adjustments and I was bouncing between programs and I'm trying to make all the adjustments, and I struggled a little bit. So I didn't let that get me down. I figured I'd put it on the list and I would talk to the audiologist when I went back to see her. So she made those programming changes, and now I'm kind of looking forward to getting into that same environment to see if those changes made a difference. In the event that I have to make a few little minor adjustments, what I'll do then is I'll just save it as a favorite, and then next time I'm in that situation, I'll just hit the favorite button, and then all those changes will automatically appear into the hearing aids. So I think that's a great thing. The programming that came, or the app that came with these hearing aids is amazing. There's a lot of adjustments I can make. I'm kind of looking forward to getting into some other environments and situations and trying to figure out what is the right programming that needs to happen on these hearing aids. During this period of time, I'm asking myself, why did I wait so long to get hearing aids? First off, why did I wait so long to go get a hearing test? And I knew that I would need hearing aids. I knew it, I would need it because the signs were all there, but I didn't want to admit that I had a problem. The one sign was I had to keep the TV up pretty loud. I think I was even out of numbers when I was adjusting the TV. The other thing is I had to have closed captions on the television. Everybody around me was mumbling. I'm always complaining that this person's mumbling, that person's mumbling. My wife mumbles. In reality was I just couldn't hear, and I didn't want to admit to it. So the hearing aids have improved that for me, so I don't have that problem. I'm very happy that I picked up the hearing aids. I also made an excuse that I was too young. I didn't want to have another thing on. I didn't want to have to worry about another item. And I just, to the life of me, I don't understand why I waited so long. I wish I would have done it sooner. This has improved my quality of life quite a bit. I no longer have to read lips. I no longer have to have the closed captioning on the television. Matter of fact, the wife and I now are going back and forth on, I'm telling her to turn the TV down and she wants it up just a little bit. My numbers for the television, I was like in 84, 86 on the television. I'm down into the 20s now. So that's a big difference. I can go on and on about the benefits of the hearing aids. I'm very happy that I have them. A lot of my friends and family, they don't even know that I have them on. They're so small, so concealed. just don't know that I have them on. So unless I point it out to somebody, they don't even know I have hearing aids on. So that part of it where I was in fear of what people would think or how they would look at me really wasn't a problem. I would suggest, if you're struggling like I did, to take that next step. Go get a hearing test. If it says you'll benefit from hearing aids, explore your options. There are a lot of options out there. You can either go to the big box store and buy your hearing aids, or you can go to an audiologist. I recommend, personally, as a first-time hearing aid user, to deal with an audiologist, because they can help you, just like the audiologist helped me with the discomfort I was having with the hearing aid, and then the programming changes. It was so nice to be able to walk into the audiologist and have my little list of items and have them addressed pretty quick. And then also the repair of her making that receiver wire just a tad bit shorter. She had a little box with all types of parts and pieces. She was able to pull that out and make the adjustment right there in her office. So there was no waiting, no going back and forth. It was very convenient for me. And then I go back in another 3 months for another follow-up. Or I can just call, if in the event I have a problem, I can call the audiologist at any time and talk to her, and they will help me through any of the issues that I have. If it's a minor programming change, they could do that online for me. If it's something that requires me to come into the office, pretty convenient. I can just pop in, make an appointment, and get in pretty quick to see them to get the adjustments or repairs made. So I'm very happy that I went this route. Being a first-time user of hearing aids, I thought it was important that I have somebody that I can rely on that'll help me through this journey. Once again, if you're like me and you're making excuses like I did, I would plead with you to go ahead and get that hearing test and go to that next step. It's not as bad as you think it's going to be. The next video that I do, I'm going to talk to you about the state of Michigan and the programs that they have out there to help you along your hearing aid journey.